So just to start, let's hit on. There you go. Hey, that nigga Q.
Q just walked in. Look at that.
Q just walked. Look at that. It's right on time.
I don't even know.
He don't even know. He don't even see us.
I don't even know where we at. It's all good.
Where you going?
Where you going?
Where is he going?
Where you going? Yeah, he don't know.
So we supposed to just shoot the shit some more until he just like pop up?
He said, what are you talking about?
Oi, mate. I don't know where you went. I think he probably just went to go get something out the vending machine. Oh, there you go.
There he is. Hey.
Yeah, you got something out the vending machine. All right, cool.
Is it a snap?
It's a water.
Nah,
it's
we don't
a
need
Fiji.
that.
That boy got the Fiji. That
That
bougie
boy
water.
bougie. He bougie as hell.
Bougie water. What's good, B?
Yo, what's up? You said, how we get in here? Oh,
You can sit by Hersch, cause that's just loud and it's gonna pick up the both of you. Dang, you have to pick it up and move it.
did that just do the most?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
No, it's cool. We can keep it. I don't really care.
I bet.
You know, yeah, just scoot over. We didn't start talking about any topic yet. We were about to. We was just kind of just talking. But first thing I want to talk about, like I said, I want to hit on the whole A$AP Rocky fiasco, the whole A$AP Rocky mess. Do you guys even like? Are you familiar with what's been going on with him?
For sure. Unfortunately.
Yeah. So I did drop a little like tidbit of it. You know, he was kept in jail for what? How long was it? 2 months? Like almost 2 months in
Probably,
Sweden.
Yeah, something like that.
Over some stupid, I guess, assault. But I don't count it as assault. I think it was self-defense. But he was just found guilty of assault this past couple of days. He had the trial and they found him guilty. You got to pay a fine. They were trying to give him 5 months jail time. The prosecutor was trying to give him 5 months jail time. But that didn't happen. Judge was like, nah, we made sure not to give him jail time, give him time served because he did spend some time here. We'll just make him do a fine. What do you guys, what is your take on that? Like, is it not safe for celebrities to go out anymore? Like, should they just be careful when they go out now? Or what do you think?
It was a rocky week for A$AP Rocky. So, no, I think I don't know. It's hard to say because he didn't do anything. The only video we saw was the security.
Right.
I didn't follow up with the situation, but I don't see an issue with him going out and having to deal with two people bothering him. So,
right.
I don't see the issue with that.
Right.
What was the original question you just asked me about over there?
So what's your take on it? Like, how do you feel about the whole situation in general, really?
Because I heard you say something about celebrities, but
okay, yeah. And then do you think it's like unsafe for celebrities to be out here walking like normal people? Do you think like?
Well, I mean, I feel like any celebrity, you know what I'm saying, when you reach a certain status, like maybe I shouldn't go out today just because like you've grown to that point, right?
Right.
At the same time, it's like this man's in a whole nother country, so I don't even think him being a celebrity had anything to do with it. Like, even though it kind of could have, but at the same time, like, when you're just like an American in a different country, like you have to abide by their rules.
Right.
Like, we don't really know their rules, and
so
maybe, you know what I'm saying?
They knew who he was. Like, they were following him because they were fans.
Mm-hmm.
But I get what you're saying. Like, because like the whole thing was, I don't even like saying this man's name, but Trump. You know, it was like, yo, I'll pay for his bail, yada yada. Sweden doesn't even have a bail system, fam. Like,
see, that's it. Because that's the thing. Sweden has a really low crime rate because of the way their laws are set up and the way they run their country. I think it's like Sweden and Switzerland. Their crime rate is like really low. Because like, let's say you stole my phone with your right hand and we were in Switzerland. That right hand is gone. Like, it's not coming back. They're
is
trying
it
to
really,
bro? This now, I don't know. I've heard things like this. I've read it on Google, but Google could be wrong sometimes. So hopefully they wasn't. But you know,
let's see. I mean,
their crime rates are really low. That's all I know. So like, it makes sense for them to not have a bail system because most people probably not even Most people not giving people to work on the sidewalk. You feel me? Like, it would make sense. But then again, at the same time, it's like, that's the reason you got to be careful in all them countries, just because we don't know their rules. Like, I didn't even know that till you just told me.
Yeah, so they don't have a bail system. So this whole time, everybody's pushing for like him to get out on bail so he can come home and things like that. They don't do that. So that's why he stayed. But me personally, I was just like, okay, you watch the video. Rocky did like sling a nigga, like like he was on WWE, you know, slinging niggas against the rope or whatever. He did sling that man, and I could see it was like it was, what do you call it? Not prompted, but provoked.
He was provoked.
Yeah, there you go. That's
I would have
the
slung
word, provoked.
him too.
Yeah, that man wouldn't leave him alone. There's clearly evidence like Rocky's like, yo, we don't want no issues, back up, like we don't want to talk to you.
I saw a few videos where he was trying to get away.
Then he slung a nigga, and I was like, oh, he slung a nigga. But the judge kind of said the same thing that I said on my last snippet. I was just like, it's not like he killed a person. It's not like he beat somebody to a pulp. He literally just got into a fist fight altercation.
Facts.
Like, it's not even that bad. And the judge was just like, he gets no jail time and he'll just get a fine because he just fought somebody. Like, it's not even that big of a deal, but he still has to answer to the law at the end of the day.
He still has to.
He still got to answer to the law.
So that's why he beat somebody up and got put in jail for 2 months.
Like,
they was like, sit your silly ass down.
I do think there was a factor of one, American or a black American, and two, it was a celebrity.
Yes,
I think both of those play a factor.
Probably a little bit of both, definitely. I've just heard so many stories of just like Americans in general. It don't even matter the country. Like, well, not it don't matter, but a lot of countries, they just like don't be fucking with Americans. You feel me? Like,
wait, we had that conversation earlier where I was like, I need to get my Costa Rican passport and not fly with my American passport because niggas just treat Americans different.
Very different.
Like, other countries just treat Americans not the same.
Fuck around and get robbed as soon as you land.
As soon as you land,
they are.
It's like they can smell the America on you.
You feel me?
Is that fried chicken grease I smell? Like,
they can smell all of it.
Hot dogs and baseball games. You know?
Bruh.
But yeah. So I mean, final thoughts on Rocky. I feel like all of that could have been avoided. That could have just been an easy like, yo, don't come back type of deal, or like, yo, pay
don't
this
come
and
back
then
to Sweden.
Yeah.
No, it can't be that.
Why not? I don't think he wants to go back to Sweden.
He probably doesn't want to go back to Sweden, but
yeah, it could have been
it shouldn't be no. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like the
final thing could have, instead of like holding him for 2 months and making this big deal, could have been like, yo, just go home, bro.
Yeah, they making him pay a fine and shit. I would have just been like, bro, don't come back.
Yeah, I'd have been like, bro, just go home, bro. Stop causing problems here and just go the fuck home.
Yeah, like,
and that'd have been it. And then you could just go about your business.
Homeboy would have learned his lesson because it was really his fault. He probably get like, bro, you was all in this man grill.
And the thing that like
should have got touched.
The thing that really baffled. The thing that really got to me is the fact that the dude who got beat up or who was also getting charged with the assault got released way before Rocky did, and didn't get any charges.
Yeah, see, that's so backwards. Because how I grew up, if I lost a fight, I just wouldn't go home. He lost a fight, and they let that nigga leave. What you mean, bro? He went home.
Color.
It's skin color at the end of the day. But you know,
that's another subject for another day.
Right? Yeah. So we talking about rappers and the whole like legal system and things like that. So I want to segue into another rapper who was also facing some stuff. I did touch on this earlier, but we can have an in-depth conversation. I want to talk about Tay-K.
Oh boy!
I want to hear Q's take on this. Q, get closer to the mic. I want to hear what you got to say about Tay-K.
The race has ended.
The race has ended.
I don't even know. It's been so long since he's been locked up, so it was like I don't remember much detail. I can't speak much details, but like he did what he did. He got 20 years.
55.
55. Damn.
Yeah. So
the race is ended.
So just the race is ended. You ever seen that meme with a fat Asian girl that's running and she about to cross the finish line and then she fall through like this gap or whatever? You know what I'm talking about?
Exactly what you're talking about.
So like just to like preface the whole conversation, Tay-K was involved in a homicide, robbery, whatever you want to call it. He went to go rob some dude, ended up shooting the roommate, and the dude he went to rob, well, he didn't shoot, but the people who he was with shot the dude. Roommate lived. The guy that they robbed or were planning to rob, he died. He's 21-year-old. I forgot his name. Excuse me. Tay-K was there. He just kind of, they said he was flipping over couches, talking about some where's the work, like, and he didn't have a gun or anything. So when it came down to the capital murder charge, like the number one murder charge, he was found not guilty. But when it came to like the aggravated robbery, the 2 charges or the 2 counts of aggravated robbery, he got both of those. And then when it came down to murder, or like accessory to murder, he got that as well. So that gave him a total of 55.
Yeah, damn.
Also, note, he is awaiting trial for 2 other murders that they have linked him to, and they know for a fact that he did it, according to witnesses. So that's 2 other murder charges. So 9 times out of 10, that nigga's not getting out of jail. We're not seeing Tay-K again.
I heard he had to pay a fine too. He had to pay a fine to the families that lost their, because the dude that he killed apparently was the only source of income for that house. Yeah,
he has to pay like wrongful death, fees, all that stuff. And the only reason why I feel like they're making him do that is because now he worth some money. I feel like if it was just another nigga, they'd probably like whatever. But he started making money and capitalizing off the death of their son by making the song "The Race."
That's mind blowing, bro.
Fuck a beat. I was trying to beat a case.
Bro, I just don't get why this man. Why can't he be like all the other rappers? You know what I'm saying? They rap about this shit. They're not doing this shit.
What you mean? Bobby Shmurda in jail for rapping about the real stuff.
But now I'm saying, like, when you really
6ix9ine in jail for rapping about the real stuff.
Whoa, let's. 6ix9ine is in jail because 6ix9ine just dumb as fuck. So,
hey man, he said himself, he was just like, I was out here, I'm a shooter too, fam. Like,
bro, 6ix9ine. I'm not even gonna get into
that. We're not getting into that. It's off topic.
So boom, what was we saying?
So like.
My fault, I didn't interrupt you. No, you go. When you look at the overall grand scheme of things, you look at these artists, they're talking about what they're talking about, you know what I'm saying? They rapping about, they rap about. They are not doing it when they are rapping about it. Mm-hmm. More like,
right.
And then even if it was some shit that, you know what I'm saying, they be like, the way they, I don't even know, they probably wouldn't even say that shit on a song, bro. Most people just smart enough to not say some shit you did in real life on a song. So like, you just snitching on yourself, bro.
What you're saying is bringing us around to the next question I had was, they use his lyrics against him in court. Should rappers' lyrics be used against him in the court of law?
No. And Q, I'm gonna let you finish that answer, but I have my own opinion. But I just answered so quick, you know what I'm saying? And I know you probably have something.
Okay. So pass it over to Q. So
know what I'm saying?
Let's see. Should rappers be able, or should they be able to use rappers' lyrics against them in the court of law when it comes down to prosecution?
No, the lyrics should not be used against them, unless there's proven evidence, like how 6ix9ine, Tay-K. And Y&W Melly, if they have prominent information on it, then they can use it because it's basically self-snitching. It's only those 3 so far that have self-snitched.
I mean, Bobby Shmurda.
And Bobby Shmurda.
Bro.
But
I'm going to keep saying that because that was like one of the first niggas.
Oh, no, that's not what I was just thinking about.
Those 4 people. So if there's like information they pinned on the board, there's something to fall under it, then yeah. Because a lot of these rappers are pinned on somebody's FBI board or whatever,
right?
And there's no information to fall under it, so
bro,
there's no prominent information.
To me, it's just like, all right, you know that what's this rapper name? Hopefully, if I say his name, he give us some clout. Slim Jesus, all right, you know Slim Jesus.
Yo, okay, right. I know where you're going.
So, all right, you feel me? So look, Slim Jesus came out a long time ago. He was like, bro, this shit I'm rapping about, I'm not. This is not my life. This is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be living this shit, blah, blah, blah. And it's crazy because like a lot of people be like, damn, he low key should have just never said that. But then again, at the same time, it's like
covering your bases, huh?
Yeah, he covering the bases. Number one, number two, this man still has a following and still is making money from it. And now, like, if some shit were to happen, they can't even use that in court because like there's video evidence. He's like, bro, this is not my life. Like
these all fake guns.
Yeah, he was like, bro, I be rapping about my friends' lives. I'm like, shit, maybe most of these rappers rapping about their friends' lives. Be like,
and then most recently, I watched you know how like Rap Genius does like the behind the lyrics type of thing, whatever. Yeah. What's his name? Lil Tecca.
Yeah, Lil Tecca. Yeah, he did this.
And he was just like the whole line where he's like, I got 2 twin Glocks, turn you into a dancer. So he was like, yeah, I ain't got twin Glocks, bro.
He was like, yeah, I don't want no smoke.
I don't want no smoke.
He said something about some 2 thick thoughts. He was like, bro, I have a girlfriend.
So like, for me, I was just, if it all depends on the context, like you were saying, if you out here dropping names, times, like locations.
Tay-K realized. Tay-K said he mapped out everything he did. Like they didn't even have to look for no evidence. The evidence was just, like, I hate to say it, but
so. And it's just funny because he's like, yo, fucking beat. I was trying to beat the case. Everybody knows what case he was trying to beat. And he's just like, I ain't beat the case. Everybody knows he ain't beat it. So I did the race. Everybody know that nigga ran to Jersey.
You
so
right,
like,
you feel me? Like
you told on yourself. But yeah, like if there's evidence in your songs, like if you say, yeah, I shot this cop in broad daylight on 53rd and 6th Street, with a fucking, I don't know, AK and like their report says
everything you just
Detective
said.
blah 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 was shot on 53rd like, with AK slugs and okay and like yeah. But I mean, if they're just going like this rapper put out a mixtape talking about some niggas gonna die tomorrow or something, and he just talking about murder and shit, and it don't really, it's very vague. Like it can be added to any type of murder that's out here. Then their lyrics shouldn't be used. I don't think their lyrics should be used against them,
bro. Because then at the same time, my fault. But another reason the lyrics shouldn't be used is just because like a lot of these rappers, let's say that shit did or did not happen. A lot of these rappers already had a court case. They already beat the case. So they can rap about whatever the fuck they want to rap about. As long as they're not actively doing shit, I'm pretty sure you feel me, there's not much they can say about it. Because, bro, it's niggas all the time. Migos, like, I'm not saying Migos not doing what they doing, but every song I hear Quavo and this nigga talking about wrist in the pot. This nigga's a millionaire. Why would his wrist be in the pot? His wrist not in the pot, nigga. Like, you feel me? This boy got big checks coming in. His wrist is nowhere near a pot unless this nigga cooking dinner for the fam. You feel me?
And he probably not be cooking dinner for himself.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, maybe back in the day his wrist was in the pot, but it ain't. And if it was, and this nigga already had a court case and beat the case, it don't even matter because he beat the case. Like, they can't go back and say, oh, you feel me? Like,
it's like El Chapo rapping about it.
Yeah, you
right,
feel me?
Yeah. Like, so, I mean, okay. We talked about Tay-K. Fuck, I just lost my whole train of thought for a second. But yeah, Tay-K's lyrics being used against him, we all agreed that shouldn't have happened. Unless, well, it should happen for Tay-K because Tay-K kind of self-snitched. But, you know, it's like gun violence is becoming more prevalent. Why do you think gun violence is like this big thing now in like rap music or music in general? Like why do you think that is? Why has that always been the case?
I was about to say, I feel like gun violence ain't never not been prevalent.
Yeah, I know, but like I feel like it's like became more of a thing now. Like before, people was just like, okay, yeah, we did talk about guns or whatever, but like niggas used to say, I'll kill you with my lyrics, like my words will do whatever, or like they make some type of metaphor. But now it's like straight up like, I'm gonna shoot you in your motherfucking face.
Well, I mean, shit.
So
Blue name thing.
So
I say it's like some suburban kids that had everything, and they trying to make a name for themselves, going backwards. Like people trying to get out of that. You already silver spoon for sure. Right. So like
that's like the meme where it's like the suburban kid came from a nice neighborhood but trying to claim he's from the hood.
That's exactly what it is, and I think that's more and more of what is coming out of today. Because more of those suburban kids trying to be thugs or whatever.
Right.
I mean, shit.
Like Lil Tecca, you said it damn self. You got 2 twin Glocks.
Yeah.
Because I don't even know why a suburban kid would want to be a thug.
That's the thing. It's
because everybody love a thug, and so right now it's like hood niggas is like the thing because that will make you money. Mm-hmm. Like you can pop off being a hood nigga.
Like I mean, you can like being a hood nigga will make you pop off, but at the same time, that ain't the only thing that make. Because if you look at it, most hood niggas that popped off, it's like a small percent. It was the ones that kept their head on straight. You feel me? Like
when you young and impressionable, and it's just like okay, you look and like everybody that's popping right now is somebody doing some viral shit, some hood shit. They just got out of jail. Fucking old wide neck nigga got famous just for getting out of jail and having a wide neck. So like, his mugshot. So my thing is, it's making it look pretty cool. So like that plus clout chasing and like all this extra shit is just like taking shit to the next level.
Bro, people just blow my mind.
You know what blows my mind? You really know what want to blow my mind? What blows my mind?
What blow your mind?
All these shootings that's going on.
That blow my mind, but it low key don't. It low key not surprising.
I mean, at this point, it's not, but it just blows my mind that it's like so prevalent. Like before, it happened every once in a while, but this just happened like 3 times in a week.
You know why it don't blow my mind though? Because like how you talking about people being like impressionable when they're young and shit. Like people in this generation they so like sensitive to everything, bro.
Thank you.
Like they're so sensitive to everything, like every little thing, bro. Back in the day, bro, probably everybody mama in this room or dad got hit by a car and still alive. Like so goofy shit, you know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, they just built different.
That's like when your parents used to tell you the stories of how they used to get to school. You know, and it's like we had to trek miles through snow,
through the hood.
We had to go through the hood.
We had to fight, bro, like all types of shit, bro. So it's like
having like the little switchblades in their mouth and everything,
bro. All that, bro. But it's like all this technology nowadays. It just got people. Cause see, with this technology, like okay, the same dude that want to be tough can be tough as long as it's not in person. Yeah, like it's just as long as it's on this camera and people see it. But like. As long as he avoid confrontation, he's still a tough guy in the image until like we see otherwise.
So you saying the tough guy gets tried out here in the streets and he ain't really got the balls to like fight a nigga or just talk shit, bro. So he end up shooting niggas?
Bro, prime example. How about this? Prime example.
Right.
The Baby. He does not portray himself to be a tough guy, but he does let it be known if you run up on him, something gonna happen. And what happened?
Every time you run up on him, something happens.
Every time you run up on
the Baby, killed a nigga in Walmart. Like,
but then we got rappers like Skinny from the 9. I see this man get his shit rocks. He's eating Chinese food. This man get his shit whack. But on his songs, you know what I'm saying? Like if I see this, like bro, they portray to be tough, but in public, unless they really about that, like which some of these people are, but a lot of them not. So it's like this technology just allowed them to be whatever they want to be.
So in terms of like the shootings that are happening right now, it seems like the government and corporations kind of have an idea of why these are happening. They blame it on 2 things. We're going to talk about both because both of them I think are absurd. Like both of them are just wild as shit. The first one, violent video games and video games that include an aspect of shooting. No. It's gotten to the point where Walmart took the violent games off the shelves and locked them behind the counters. Do you think violent games play a role in any of the mass shootings? Either one of you can go first. Either one.
Fuck no. Ain't no games. People, bro, we grew up playing San Andreas, all types of violent shit. Like, and how many people do you know personally that's done shot some shit up? And how many people do you know personally that grew up playing like GTA,
I know
Mortal Kombat?
Personally that shot some shit up,
but you feel me on some mass shooting shit? Like no, Walmart and hell nah, like bro, these people. And if you look at it, bro, the people that have been shooting at Walmarts and shit, they like I know like 2 of them. You feel me? 2 of them on their Facebook, they following like all types of crazy shit. Like they fucking follow like Nazi shit, fucking KKK shit, like all types of white supremacy shit. And so clearly they feel entitled.
Right.
They feel like something wrong. They feel some type of way. But at the same time, it's like, what is your problem? Like, why do you not know that this is wrong?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why are you looking up to this?
Right. You got something to add, Q?
Oh, do I have something to add? I got a book to add. All right, starting off with the games. They took the games off the shelf instead of the guns that they have on the shelf.
Right.
Good point.
That's
good
crazy.
point. Good point.
And then, I'm sorry, you can come at me personally. I have never seen a colored person shoot a school up.
I agree. I feel like
you could come at.
Listen, bro. They said, was it Baby that said I'll shoot up anything but a school or a playground or whatever?
It
was Baby that said that in the song, and it's just like, yo, we have way more respect and way more couth than to like shoot up. Like, we got some respect for people's children.
And it's because most of the time when you see us do it, it ain't even because like we mad at the world. Like, we can deal with being mad. We probably like, if we do it, we retaliating on some shit. You feel me? Or like, we protecting ourselves. We're not just doing it just to do it. Like, that man went to Walmart just to shoot that bitch up. Where have you ever in your life heard any person of like any type of ethnicity, any type of color on their skin say that, bro?
Never.
I've never seen any person of
no hate in their heart towards no group of people, bro. And like you said, they follow those.
So that kind of leads me into this next part as well. The second reason why they said this happens because they come from broken households.
Who that?
They said that the reason why these mass shooters are shooting up places are because they come from broken households. Like, a parent isn't there, or the parents aren't getting along,
bro.
And I was like, wait a minute,
bro. That's not.
Hold on. I want to start off on this one because this was the one I was just like, wait the fuck up. So for the longest time, they always blamed the way black people acted on or people of color, the way they acted on. They came from broken households. They don't have home training, shit like that.
Anybody of color,
but you have never seen anybody of color from a broken household go and shoot up a school, a movie theater, a concert.
Bro, never.
Like, you don't see that. So it's just like, how can you use the excuse of a broken household for like a young white male? Like, do you think that has a different psychological toll on a young white male versus a young colored person? Or like, I don't get how that equates.
I think it's a different word that got a different toll on them, and it's probably like neglect. Like, their parents probably like was there, but probably like neglected to pay attention. So that was probably always. So peep though. Even though it's really no excuse, because that's really nothing compared to just a parent. Nothing, like, compared to a parent just not being there, that's really nothing. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. Damn, that's crazy. Because I don't even want to use that as the reason though, for real. Just because, like, shit. If they are there, they're there. Even if they was not paying no type of attention or like not monitoring what you're doing,
there.
They was there. Like, because there's so many people with no parents there at all, and they are not doing shit like that. So really, I can't even. There's like
orphans out here of color, like, who don't know either of their parents, that haven't shot up anything. So it's just like, you can't say that. You can't say it's a.
But most of the people that were shooting shit up though, they was also like very entitled. Like them two that shot up the Walmart like 2 weeks ago. Because I know, like, one was in, like, Texas or some shit.
Yeah,
it was like
one was in Ohio.
Yeah, okay. So I think they said both of them was, like, following, like, all types of white supremacy, KKK, like, so they just feel entitled. That, like, that's their problem.
That's what the media is feeding them.
Yeah, like, the media feeding them, like, white over everything.
So cute. Oh, sorry.
Or at least probably whenever they was growing up. I don't really know what the media feed people now because I don't pay attention.
Media feed people all types of bullshit, but that's a whole nother story.
But anyways,
I was gonna see Q. You had something to add to like the whole broken household, broken family, excuse or reason or whatever they're trying to call that.
I can't blame broken households. I don't know from experience, but I know people who are deeply hurt that they have a broken household, but you don't see them. And I know people of color. I'm saying you don't see them. Oh, I hate the world. I'm gonna go shoot up school. I'm gonna go shoot up Walmart or anything. They're not following hate groups. There's no hate in their heart.
But my fault. No, my fault. What you just said?
And then the people of non-color, they have hate in their heart because everybody owes them. If they feel like somebody owes them because they aren't getting the attention they want. So it's like, okay, now y'all gonna give me the attention because I shot up this place. I got all my attention I need now.
But low key though, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it's low key. It could just. I feel like it's probably a coincidence that we only see white people shooting shit up.
What do you mean?
When I say a coincidence,
yeah, you gotta explain that.
Yeah, I gotta explain because Pete, I'm sitting here thinking about it. I know a plethora of white people that go through a plethora of things and would not ever dare do anything near that.
Yeah, of course.
And they don't feel entitled. So I really don't even think it's like a. So I don't even think it's I really think it's a coincidence. As crazy as that may sound, like I don't think that's like a race thing. Just because
So if you had to, make your own reasoning, or if you had to come up for your own reasons to why they're shooting these places up, what would your reasoning be, or what would you say is the underlying thing?
So I give people 2 reasons, and I don't really give them outside of that, and it's just because race don't care about these 2 reasons. Feel me? So some people are genuinely sick, and they probably do need help. Race don't care about that. That's coming for you if that's what they want to do. You feel me? So but then you got other people who are just born evil, bro. They're just bad people. I hate to say it, but you just know some badass people. They just want to do bad shit all the time. Race also don't care about that. They just bad as fuck. That's just what they into. So it's I really don't even think race got anything to do with it. Really, I don't think race got shit to do with shit. That's but true. It's just
I'll argue that, but go ahead. I'll let you guys finish before I.
I don't think race got shit to do with shit. But it's just what's the best way? Some shit, bro, is just it just is what it is type shit. Cause it's really outside of those 2 reasons. Most of the time, they don't have no reason why they did it. They just did that shit. They don't even know what if you ask them, they can't even tell you why. And it's probably just because of one of them reasons, and they just don't want to admit it. Either you're crazy as fuck, you sick, or you just bad as fuck. You just like that shit.
I mean, it is what it is, I guess.
Cause I know, bro. I don't know. I just grew up a military brat, so I've really grown up around all races, and I just noticed it's certain shit that just don't change regardless. Regardless of race, it's not gonna change. It's just a person. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Q.
Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Like you said, race don't mean nothing, but it is a coincidence that it's people of not color. But to add on to that, they don't even know themselves, and like you said, it's people that's generally sick, and it's people that are crazy, and it all comes from a different stem of things. I personally have a graph in my head. The media is just gasoline to the fire, which is those shootings.
Right.
Then you have different factors. You have the media pushing towards their president, and people keep trying to put a name on it as racist. And there's some racist things that come from it.
Right.
So that's already adding to the gasoline.
Right. Then
you have friends. You have family that's taught that hate, because it's not born with. You're taught hate. Sure. So that's added on to it as well. So now it's just making the fire bigger and bigger and bigger. So it's we don't, as colored folks, we don't get that type of, exposure. That type of exposure.
I apologize.
You good. We don't get that type of exposure. So that's why you don't see it really happening to us, because I'm pretty sure 9 times out of 10, even if your mom, dad, or whatever, they gonna smack the shit out of you if you say some stupid shit like that.
Yeah.
It's so it's we don't have that type of hate being taught to us and everything. Racism is taught and everything. All that hate is just taught. And then having to have family issues to add on top of it just adds fuel to the fire. And that's it, really. That's all I had. I forgot I was gonna say. And that was off the dome.
So what you're saying is there's a multitude of factors that just kind of combine into one, make the perfect storm, and then
because bro, everything is really universal,
right?
You know
so for me, I feel like in some instances race plays a factor. And that's for like key instances, like Dylan Roof when he shot up the black church in Charleston. That's race.
Oh yeah,
that's race.
Yeah,
that's hate, but also race.
Sure.
But for these other ones, like Colorado Springs when that happened, the Ohio one, the one in Texas, like all of those, I wouldn't say that that's a race thing. I would say that's like a mentally ill person or. They just
have you seen
sadistic person? No, I haven't seen.
If you've seen their mugshots, they look rough. They look like somebody you would not just walk out and approach and want to converse with. Like they look crazy. No offense to them, but well, really, fuck all the offense. They out here shooting people up, but you feel me? Like they look crazy as fuck, bro. Like
so, but yeah. When it comes down to like. Reasons for me, it's just mentally ill. Again, these people are just kind of, I guess, bad people to begin with, and then they're getting fuel from all the shit our president is saying, the media is saying, like you were saying, Q, and then the stuff that they just learned over time from whoever their peers are and whoever they associate themselves with. And then also the internet plays a big factor because they can reach a whole multitude of people and see a whole multitude of things. So now they got reach to these groups out here that feed their hate for people or that'll feed their...
And they already weak-minded.
And they just kind of go with that. So I feel like that plays a factor as well. Yeah, I don't know. These people are just weird, and they need to figure out a way. I don't know how you. Whoa, is that? That's not it. Okay, I thought
that was Buddy.
Yeah, I thought that was Buddy. I was like, wait a minute. Once again, guys, thank you for listening. You can catch us on all of our socials. I'll put those in the descriptions. As always, let us know if you liked it. Leave us a comment. Share this with your friends, your peers. Let us know what you want to hear from us. It's been a pleasure. We see you. I can't even speak. We'll see you guys next week or whenever we drop. I'm planning next week. Stay tuned.